to the BeatBox, playing you the best music from all generations. The BeatBox, where music matters.
Hanging out in the studio right now, Ariana Grande.
Oh, we're on.
Yeah, dude.
Here we are. We were just discussing Zach Sang's Halloween costume.
Big
I gave him a very helpful tip.
You give me a lot of helpful tips.
That's true. You listen to none of them.
BS.
He listens to none of them.
Some of them I do.
Oh, true.
But I've learned
once or twice.
It's weird, one, talking to you with like mics in front of my face because it's been so long.
I know, it's weird. I have so many questions that are not for on the air.
I have so much to tell you that can't be in here.
I can't wait to hear.
Like life things, everything. But over the last year, you've been on tour.
Yes.
I've learned so much from you solely based on your work ethic, dude. It's unreal.
Thank you. I've been inspired by your work ethic, Mr. Radio Station, when I was like 14.
How crazy is that?
It's so crazy. The first time you interviewed me, I was, I think, like 15.
Yes, and it was right before Victoria's premiere. And it was red hair.
I was so excited. I was like, Zach Sang wants to talk to me. That's so cool.
We hung out for like 2 hours. We played with marshmallow shooters.
And it was over then. Then it was
that
over.
Was it.
Yeah.
Do you think about those days at all?
Of course. Oh my God. All the time.
Weird.
It was fun. It was good times.
Special times.
Yeah.
Would you go back to
different times?
Would you go back to those simple times if you could?
No, I wouldn't change anything. Everything happens for a reason. I'm content. I'm very happy.
Let's look at the last few months.
Okay.
World tour.
Yeah.
A whirlwind. I feel like Kansas City was yesterday watching you do your first show, and you just wrapped up in Brazil.
It's crazy that it's almost been a year. It's like there were 83 shows. That's so many.
What keeps you going in between that?
I mean, well, after a while, the show gets easy. Like, my voice right now, 2 days after the tour has ended, is so healthy. And it feels really like, I guess all the singing was good for me because I was singing in like a healthy placement, and it really just like exercised my chords, my health. My chords are in good shape. I worked up good stamina. It's like, you know what I mean? So the show got easy after a while. But to keep me going, I just spent a lot of time with my friends on the road, and my crew is great company, and I FaceTime my family because I miss them. My friends at home.
The best people in the world are a part of your crew.
Yeah.
I have made more friends
in my crew,
in your crew,
than anywhere
else. Without you, I'd be so unsocial, I'd be stupid. You know, you really do surround yourself with good people, but it's so necessary.
Yeah.
Because I can't even imagine.
Good eggs.
Really good eggs.
Got a carton of good eggs.
You do. See? Somebody else uses good eggs.
Great omelets. What?
Yeah. I've been using good egg now for a few years, and everybody gives me shit.
No, you have been using good egg. That is a very Zach Sang thing to say of me.
She gets it. She understands me. Do you hear that, Jill?
Yes, I'm trying to understand how you're cool in any way.
It's crazy. So, while you're on tour, are you writing music too?
Yeah, well, that was when Moonlight, I guess, was born, I guess.
How does that work? So because that show is taxing. I've seen the show numerous times now.
You just punched your microphone.
I know.
That show is taxing.
But it really is. Like, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's not simple. Like, you go and you write from there. I mean...
Well, I mean, you know me personally. I'm a workaholic. I inherited my work ethic from my mom, who inherited it from my grandpa, and after a day off, I'm ready to go again. It's like I'm antsy. I'm ready to create something new or work on something new. But after, like I said, the show got in my body after a while, so it was super easy. And I would get on the bus, and I would FaceTime Victoria, and we would write together. And then on my weeks off in LA, there were only a couple, but I came in May, and I spent a couple weeks with Max and Savin and Ilya, and we did Focus and a couple other records, which I'm very excited about. And, we're wrapping up in November, and it's almost done. It's crazy because it's been almost a year of working on this album. Like, right after my Everything came out, me and Victoria were already, like, thinking about the next stuff and, like, inspired and ready to go. It's like, I don't ever want to stop creating, so.
Let's get into that process, right?
The woman with no short answer. Ariana Grande.
But the best. They're eloquent.
Thank you.
And they're done right.
Oh, thank you.
The process of making music for you, what is it like? You're going through your everyday life and you're being inspired. When you get an inspiration, where does it go? And how does that translate into a song? Like, is it starting with lyrics?
Well, it depends on the situation. Like, when it comes to, like, Moonlight, when that song happened, I was sort of just like, Victoria, oh my God, I sent her a voice note. I still have the voice notes. I was like, Victoria, oh my God, you're never going to guess what happened, blah, 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 blah. I have to tell you so many things and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, please call me back, blah, blah, blah. And I told her about this like cute night and all these things that were happening. I was like, I have to write a song about this. And I wrote I wrote a long note, basically, of everything I wanted to like say in the song. And like I sent it to Victoria and she was like, let's pursue this right now. And then I think Moonlight was done within like 48 hours.
Almost like a diary entry. Almost.
Yeah, it's really wonderful. That was one of the plus sides of technology, is that you can pursue things that inspire you and make you feel creative so instantly, and get things done from afar. But then after Moonlight, I was like, hey Victoria, what are you doing for the next 5 days? And I stole her and I put her on my tour bus and we kept riding and we had fun on the road.
Are you coming in with stuff like when you're living your life and you see a situation, have you ever had to really make that determination, this is too personal for a song, or is it isn't?
I mean, here's the thing, there's a fine line, because part of you is like, do I want to make this about my personal life right now? And am I gonna be secretive about this and whatever? But then at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? I'm a 22-year-old girl. Yeah. If I'm not writing about what I am directly feeling and what I'm going through in this moment as honestly and as genuinely as I can, then I'm gonna feel like I'm sacrificing my artistry and like I'm sacrificing my genuineness in my
100%.
music, and I don't want to do that. So
Art is honest.
it is personal.
Yeah,
it's personal as can be.
Yeah, 100%.
As can be.
Is that the worst part of this entire thing, that it is all personal? Because there is no saving grace. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's wonderful to me because I don't have to pretend. I never started pretending. I never held back. I've always been an open book. You know me. I'm very easy to read. I'm a horrible liar, and there you go. That's what you get. What you see is what you get.
It's phenomenal. Oh my gosh. You look back and you see old Ariana to new Ariana, and you think about how much you've learned and how much you've grown. It's insane.
Yeah.
Can you pinpoint one or two things, like the biggest thing you've learned over the last maybe 4 years?
When, I guess when you just like be yourself, you know, and in your most genuine possible way, and are completely unafraid, that's when everything starts to fall into place. And that takes a while, especially with so much public, like, you know, rumors and opinions and all this stuff. You know what I mean? It's like you get scared and you want to hold back a little. But then I was like, you know what? Like, none of this would be happening if I just was like, and just was myself, and I went out and I was my silly self, and then you go and it all goes away, and then you're like, that's me, and
it's a life changer.
There you go. Yeah, when you let go and you're like, here you go. Take it or leave it.
Whether you like it or not,
that's as simple as it can be. It's like, why hold back? You own life. Just have fun and be yourself, and don't worry about the rest. It all falls into place.
Amen.
But there you go.
Let's look back at
rambling. But coffee, rambling.
Last 24 hours for you, Viva Glam, baby. Mac, and you've been working on this for so long. I've seen so many different styles.
I showed you the lipstick forever ago.
They're beautiful.
I was like in New York, and you were like, "Why are your lips black?"
I found it sexy.
I was like, oh well, I should tell you. So yeah, it's been under wraps for a while, but I'm so honored to be a part of the Mac family. Viva Glam.
You take it's so personal to you, everything, and even the makeup, like you trying it on and having Delina work it in and all this kind of stuff, like phenomenal stuff around. Like you use this.
Yeah. It's been exciting because I haven't been able to use it for a while because people didn't know about it, so I couldn't go around with like the color on and not be able to be like, oh, it's this color. Yeah. So it's really exciting. But the most exciting part about it for me personally is that all of the money made off of the lipstick and the gloss go towards the Mac AIDS Fund to benefit people who are affected by HIV and AIDS, which is amazing because so many companies just say, oh, a percentage of this or like $1 with every purchase goes to so-and-so. But this is literally every penny.
Wow.
Like,
that's amazing.
Completely guilt-free shopping.
Wow.
Like, you're helping somebody and you look fierce.
I just got the chills, dude.
Yeah, no, it's really cool.
That's
it's
special.
It's cold, yeah.
Cool for you to be able to do that now in your life?
Yeah, well, absolutely, yeah. I feel like I'm at a point where I can use my voice and I can yell about things that I'm passionate about, and I, that's a blessing. I'm excited. I don't want to just entertain. I want to make people feel something. I want to make people, feel I want to make people give back and feel empowered and feel happy and, you know, like they're not alone, you know, whatever. All that good stuff. It's exciting to be able to use my voice to do those things.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm rambling because I'm nervous and it's cool.
Well,
I'm gonna go behind the mic.
Yeah, sure. As you go into 2016, do you have any goals? Like, what do you have? What's on your list?
I want to make sure that Moonlight is my best album yet. There've only been 3, but I want to make sure that it's the best one yet. And I think it is, personally. I love it. I'm very proud of it.
And how, like, okay, so when you're doing a song, how often are you listening to it? Is that what you're listening to in the car constantly?
You know,
what is it?
When you're making new music and you're putting an album together, you definitely listen to it way too much. Because you're just, you know, it's like
it's you.
It's like a baby.
Yes.
You made a new baby. The favorite baby. And, you know, you have to make sure it's right, and you listen to it over and over again, and then you get the mixed version back, and you have demoitis, and the mix sounds so alien to you, and you're like, that's not right. And then you're like, oh, weird. No, it's an amazing process, though. You get very attached. Yeah.
Do you know what a hit sounds like now that you've had so many?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I do know, you know, what... I don't know. You're that guy. I always ask you.
But it's pretty crazy.
But I have feelings in my gut that are like, oh my God, this gives me butterflies. But I'm not that
like,
guy.
You kind of know.
I'm not that guy who's like, that's a smash. I'm not that guy. Like, you're that guy. I'm not that guy.
You'll know enough to give me the song to validate.
You're that guy.
Thanks.
Who says the word smash still?
Me.
You and Scooter.
You
and Scooter Charlie Walk.
Oh, smash. It's going to be a hit.
Smash.
Yeah.
That's the only 3 people I know. No one else on earth.
I'll take that company any day.
Me too. I'm going to start saying it now so I can be in that company.
Hell yeah. Aaron Simon Gross is coming. You have best friends. You keep people in your life.
Oh my gosh, my childhood friends are my best ones.
They keep you sane?
Yeah, I love them. I love them. I'm so happy Aaron's coming for Halloween. What's he gonna be? Birkenstocks? Like, what is he gonna be? Gypsy, like, what is he gonna be? Patty LaPone? He and Doug will go as Gypsy Rose Lee and Mama Rose? Like, what are they gonna do?
If Aaron is a Birkenstock?
And, yeah.
I hope people know who Aaron is. You don't know who Aaron is. You met him? Dan met him.
Yeah, I know Aaron. Of course I know Aaron.
Aaron is one of my best friends of all time, and he is, like, the most educated about musical theater and like anything of the sort of anyone you've ever known in your time. He's an encyclopedia of musical theater knowledge.
Awesome.
When he speaks to you,
he has an accent that no one else in the world has.
Unique to him.
He just built his own vernacular.
It's also so personal. Like when he talks to you, he looks at you.
Yes.
Like he's there.
It's great.
He's present. He's phenomenal.
Sweet.
And he's pigeon-toed. He stands like this, like each foot is like like they're on the other side of each other. I love him. He's great.
How do you balance new friends and old friends?
You know,
like you have new ones, like just at the Staples Center, right? We're backstage. Katy Perry's there. The guy from How to Get Away with Murder and Orange Is the New Black. I mean, you have people.
Those are new friends.
They're new friends. I mean,
well, you know, Katy was very nice to me when I first put out music, and she sort of like took me under her wing and was like, "Hey, like if you ever need anything, I can totally be here for you," and whatever. She was very welcoming and wonderful,
cool.
And it was so crazy because I went to her show at the Staples Center a couple years ago, and I was totally inspired by it. I was like, wow. I was like, I want to do this one day. And then just 3 years later, I had my own show there, and she came and she held my hand in the prayer circle, and she was there, and she was like, girl, you were here a few years ago watching me, and now I'm here watching you. You better kill it, girl. So she's always been really supportive, and that's that's very surreal.
That's rare.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I mean, you've come in contact with enough people. Not many people do that.
Yeah, no, and it's really nice. It's very nice. It's always so nice to meet somebody who is so successful and who's so humble and so down to earth and nice and generous and welcoming. It's nice.
Because you still fangirl over some people like Tom Felton and Jim Carrey.
Oh, wow.
You have your list.
Those are big ones for me.
Yeah, those are too huge.
Yeah.
Tom Felton going to be in a music video?
Absolutely. He tweeted, he was like, if you ever needed one in a music video, I was like, I was like, I don't know what the next single is, but we're gonna find it. And we're gonna make sure you're here.
We're gonna make
like,
a new
I haven't
song.
decided yet, but I don't know what the video treatment is, which song it's gonna be next. But single number 2, you're the lead. Let's go.
Literally,
Let's go.
Come true.
Literally.
I've sat with you and watched so much.
He can
Harry
walk
Potter.
by. He can walk by in the background.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all you need.
That's all I need.
But do you mix old friends with new friends?